So now we're going to create a simple LAN that has a router and a switch and then the end devices. So we can start with a router. Probably just use router 2911. The switch is 1960 model. Then you have the PCs. So we're not going to insert the cables, the interfaces. Again, we're going to use the straight through cable because these devices are different. So yeah, now we have our interfaces. You notice that we have red signs up here to mean that our network is not fully connected. Therefore, we'll do a few configurations. We'll start with the IP addresses. So we can start with our router here and configure our interface. So before you configure the interface, you have to know which interface is in use. So it is Giganet 0/0. So here's the interface. We're going to give the router 192.168.1.1, the subnet mask. That's a class C IP address. So after that, you go to the CLI and type the no shut command. The no shut command allows you to turn the interface between the two devices to be administratively up. So the red signals here will soon become green to indicate that there is connection. So the next thing is to assign IP addresses to our end devices, our PCs. So PC 0 will have an IP address of 192.168 and 1.1 as our default gateway. This default gateway is the IP address that we assigned to the router. So PC0 can have IP address 1.2 and ensure that the subnet mask is updated. So the next one is PC1. The default gateway again is the IP address that we assign to the router, which is 1.1. We're going to give it IP address 3. Confirm the subnet mask and move to PC2. Default gateway is the router's address. Let me see how many we have. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to assign this to IP3. Sorry, IP3 is taken, so IP4. That's it. So we're done inserting the IP addresses, and you can see that by the green signals up here. So the network is fully configured. We can do that by, say, trying to ping a PC. So this PC1 has IP address 1.2. We can ping that from this PC and see whether there's connectivity. 192.168.1.2. So yes, there's connectivity. As you can see, the packet sent and received is 4 and lost is 0. So the connectivity, network setup and configuration is perfect. So the other thing we could do is do a simulation for packets. So reset the simulation and then use you can use a PDU, maybe a simple PDU. Yeah, it's okay. You want to simulate how packets will be transferred be sent between PC2 and PC0. So you start. So the simulation is a success.